You were cherished by many for the light and joy you brought into their lives, yet some failed to appreciate you. Despite being in their presence, they couldn't grasp how to treat you with respect and kindness. Instead, they chose to act with cruelty, dismissing your worth for no valid reason. Now, in your absence, they find themselves in misery. You've been removed from their lives because God saw the way they treated you as if you were insignificant and said, "Enough." God didn't place you here just to exist. He made you to shine. Yet, despite fulfilling this role, you were met with disdain and negativity. This opened your eyes to the truth. You didn't need to remain in such a toxic environment. You learned early on, through hardship and turmoil, the value of your spirit and the type of treatment you should never tolerate. This understanding pushed you to move forward and leave behind the disrespect you were enduring. You realized that your absence would have a profound impact on those who failed to see your worth. You were their source of light, peace, and happiness, but they arrogantly thought they could treat you poorly and you would stay. But you proved them wrong. Your departure showed them that you were far more significant than they ever acknowledged. When you left, they realized the emptiness you left behind. While they underestimated you, you were fully aware of your value, and now they must live with the consequences of losing you. In stepping away, you not only protected yourself, but you also taught them the lesson of your true worth. You chose not to waste any more time or energy on those who could not see the divine light within you. You realized that their mistreatment was unjustified and that their behavior was driven by their own flaws, not your shortcomings. God saw how they treated you and grew weary of it. He knew you deserved better, and He acted on your behalf. When people mistreat you, they also offend God, who created you with a purpose. By rising above the negativity, you began to see which people, environments, and situations were detrimental to your well-being. You let go of those who meant you harm, choosing instead to embrace the path God laid before you. This decision wasn't just about discovering your worth, but also recognizing what you no longer needed in your life. You made the courageous choice to let go and move forward, leaving behind the people and places that no longer served you. After enduring their mistreatment, you stood up for yourself and set boundaries. God heard your cries for change and moved you away from the toxicity. He didn't create you to beg for respect or to settle for less than you deserved. You are His child, worthy of honor and dignity. If people can't see that, they are not deserving of your presence. By setting boundaries, you teach an important lesson. Never underestimate or disrespect a child of God. Now, those who mistreated you are left to deal with your absence, and their regret is their burden to carry. You, however, are not troubled by this. Your focus is on the higher purpose God has for you. You once thought you'd have to plead for respect, but God showed you a different path. One where you walk with dignity, knowing your royal heritage as His child. Those who treated you poorly may have valued material wealth, but you chose the riches of the Spirit. You prioritize the Holy Spirit over earthly possessions, and this sets you apart. They may think less of you because you don't flaunt wealth, but you know that money is temporary and can't be taken beyond this life. Why should you concern yourself with something so fleeting? In their disdain, they unintentionally elevated you. They pushed you closer to your true purpose, aligning you with God's glory. Your energy is radiant and powerful, while theirs is low and negative. You've grown weary of their antics, and now they are unsure of how to approach you. You've shown them you are far more than they ever gave you credit for. While they may have amassed accolades and material success, what truly matters is the purity of one's heart. Yours has always been pure, unlike theirs. God saw this difference and removed you from their toxicity, ensuring you would no longer suffer under their low standards. Now you stand apart, untainted by their negativity, guided by the divine path that honors your true worth. Be grateful that God moved you away from those who didn't value you. Their failure to recognize your worth was their loss, not yours. You chose righteousness over wickedness, and your reward is secure. While others pursued temporary pleasures and material gains, you acted with integrity. Their treasures may disappear in an instant, but your faith is unshakable. This is your prophetic message. While those who wronged you now live in their misery, your absence from their lives is evidence of the divine favor upon you. Continue to grow in faith and watch God bless you.